Hi everyone, welcome back. Uh, so I want to give some quick thoughts on the remake of Resident Evil 4. For me, honestly, there's not too much to say. It is one of the best games I've played in quite a while. As you can tell if you've been following on the channel, I've played this game to Timbuktu and back. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry about the green screen. It's not the best in the world, but yeah. Yeah, anyways, so Resident Evil 4 Remake. Man, where do I even begin with this? Capcom, you guys really outdid yourselves with the remake. I gotta say, I was actually pretty concerned. You guys knocked it out of the park with the Resident Evil 2 remake. Resident Evil 3 remake came along, and that just left me. It just left me and many others with the feeling that there's still a lot to be desired. So, when there were talks about and rumors going on the Resident Evil 4 remake, you can't blame us for being a little skeptical now, huh? But the game came out. We tried the chainsaw demo. It looked promising. I was honestly expecting a lot of things to be cut, especially coming off of Resident Evil 3 remake. But I gotta say, I was very satisfied. For me, honestly, this game is a 10 out of 10. And I'm currently on my so I finished the game first on assisted, then I went on standard, hardcore, professional, and now I'm doing new game hardcore to get the I think the deer antlers to lessen the damage, and then after that I'm planning on going on the new game professional for the S plus rank. So now I'm working on hardcore S plus. So now I'm on my 5th playthrough, and I still feel like I haven't gotten enough of the game. Then you guys released the Mercenaries, and boy, oh boy, I've been having fun and uploading videos on that. So, man, there's just a lot here that I'm very happy and satisfied with. There's really not much else I can say with that. Yeah. With the presentation, giving more context and deepening the lore with, the intro sequence with Leon talking about, his talking about the events of the Resident Evil 2. I mean, he did so in the original, but he also delved deeper into the whole being recruited and then going on punishing missions and all that stuff, and then just some little tweaks here and there, I guess, if you want to call it that, with the policeman not knowing why Leon is here in the first place. And I gotta say, like, I understand that Leon at this point is a badass and he's from, top secret organization. Yeah, he's a more than capable agent and all that stuff. But I'm kind of surprised that they didn't send him back up. Like, there is no like team behind him, sort of like how Chris had the Wolfhound squad with him in Resident Evil 8 Village. You'd think they'd have something like this, especially going on to rescue someone that as important as the President of the United States of America's daughter. But I digress. That's just my 2 cents on that little tidbit. But the game feels great. It feels a little clunky at times. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I really enjoy the game, and I still feel like I haven't got enough of it. There are some annoyances, I gotta say, that I have, especially with when enemies get pushed into you, you're all like, you brush against some fire and suddenly Leon's all like, flailing all over the place. You can't aim, you can't do anything. But Yeah, I mean, also like I unlocked the infinite hand cannon because of the mercenaries mode that they added in. You get S rank on all stages, then they give you the hand cannon. So I got that infinite hand cannon. I was just having fun with that on professional, along with the infinite rocket launcher. So the thing is, when you aim, all right, so the crosshair kind of like opens up like that. So you gotta just keep your aim so that the crosshair will sort of close in on itself, all right, so that you can line up your shot and make it more accurate. If you walk a bit like to the left or the right, the whole thing just resets. It is so annoying. That is, it just drove me crazy. It's very difficult for me to take out targets at a long distance. So those are some annoyances that I have. Even when you're playing mercenaries and the village is just the enemies are just swarming you. There's a lot of like interaction with the physics where Leon or the character that you're playing will just lose kind of balance. He won't sort of do everything that you tell him to do all the time. If you've played the game, you know what I mean. It feels a little. I don't want to use the word janky. A bit clunky, clumsy, something like that, man. It just doesn't. It feels heavy and it feels annoying. I guess it adds to the tension if that's what they're going for. Then you good job, but otherwise it can feel annoying sometimes. And I don't even want to imagine what it's like going through on New Game Plus. No, New Game Professional. So that's gonna be. I actually attempted it the other day, but I know that there is no auto save, but I don't know why. For some reason, I was under the impression that I would, if I die, I would restart at the new area that I entered. No, it took me back to the start of the game after I barely managed to get through the village section when the bell rings. The whole bingo scene. So yeah, that's sort of on me. Anyways, I'm trying to get the deer antlers to make the whole process easier on me. Here's hoping that I manage to get the platinum trophy. I would love to do that, but yeah. Ashley's a sweetheart in this game. Yeah. Ashley never really bothered me in the original. I kind of sometimes. Leon, help, Leon, help me, Leon. But here she's a sweetheart. I like the interaction between two. It feels pretty. I mean, it feels fresh, and that's good. The environments, the graphics, the castle, the enemies, the enemy variety types. It just feels great, man. The game is just such a joy to play through, man. Such a joy to play through, and can't wait to unlock the key to years for the infinite ammo, and then just blast through the story all over again. Just enjoy it all over again. Just play it at my own pace. Yeah, I mean, the merchant is back. Lots of enemy types are back. There was one boss. I forgot what it's called, but the Sadler just referred to it as it in the original game. The thing that looks like the centaur from Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 3. It kind of reminds me of that. That chases you through through a platform with a bunch of containers that you gotta shoot, and you unlock doors. Yeah, and there's some slight adjustments to some segments, like the bulldozer scene in the remake. In the original, Ashley would drive you through a section, and then you would need to unlock doors and continue and things like that. That's like near the end game. A lot of people were complaining about Ada's voice. I will admit it was a little off-putting, but it didn't bother me that much. For the most part, I was okay with it. Everyone here got a facelift except for maybe Ramon Salazar. But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. My thoughts are all over the place. I didn't even write anything down. I'm just kind of talking from the top of my head, and I prefer to do things this way. It just feels natural to me than sort of like reading through a script and doing a review and all those things. I just like to give my quick thoughts and talk about the game. The music, the regenerators, man. Ooh, the regenerators really got me. They're still as creepy as ever, and now they run. They can run now. Man, they were creepy enough in the original. You had to make them run. My goodness, man. It was so nerve-wracking fighting against them, especially in the prison sequence with the whole like body bags and brushing against them, and then they just fall off. And I was surprised to find out that you can even skip sections, and there are things that you can avoid, and you can have a different experience depending on how you go about the game. So that I gotta say, man, that's really something, man. This is a really special game, and we're all here for it, man. Yeah, we're all here for it. I'd love for them to continue the story, though. I want to see where they go in the Resident Evil universe, and I want to see some more stories, man. Like, bring back Revelations, guys. Revelations 1 and 2 were great. I loved Revelations 2. Give us Revelations 3, Capcom, please. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, there are still a few Resident Evil games that I haven't played. I'm sorry to say, I've played Code Veronica, but I haven't finished it. Same thing with Dead Aim. Outbreak Files 1 and 2, I'm not sure. I mean, I've played them, but I didn't really beat them. I started unlocked other stages, but it was like, okay, like, where do we go from here? But to be fair, that game was multiplayer based for the most part, so yeah, I don't know. It was a fun game nonetheless to explore the world of Resident Evil more and with other characters and such. So yeah, man, like I said, there's yeah, I'm sort of at a loss for words here. Leon's one-liners are back. That's awesome. There's still some of that cheesy 2000s cheese in there, cheesy one-liners and whatnot. So it was a fun time, man. Doing backflips, roundhousing enemies in the face, using the knife to protect yourself, man. That now you can go like face to face, and up close and personal against the enemies. I would say for the most part, except for the ones that like grab you or whatever. The chainsaw guys and the chainsaw sisters and El Gigante and all that stuff. And I was convinced that when I first started the game that the dog was dead because of the dog that I first see, at the beginning of the second. But then it turns out that it wasn't. So yeah, that's just something there. And the whole boat sequence, fighting Delago, and then being able to cruise around and explore like the map with the boat, stop on other parts of the world and get treasures and things like that. You're rewarded for exploring the game, and that's always awesome to see. You get treasures, sell them to the merchant. What are you buying, stranger? I'll come back anytime. So yeah, upgrading your weapons, things like that. The new some of the new weapons. Weapons? Well, the crossbow is new. I don't remember it being in the original, so it's definitely new. I recently played the original in VR. Oh, that's right. The game is coming. Is gonna get a VR update. Oh man, oof, that's a whole other. Oh my goodness, man. I'm just thinking about it right now. Almost forgot about that. Resident Evil 4 remake in VR, man. Oh my, that's gonna be a treat when the update drops. I had a lot of fun with Village, let me tell you that. Village is probably one of the games that I feel like I got a lot of bang for my buck with that game. I don't know how many times I beat that game, like 12 times already. It's like 10 times the base game, and then I beat it again in VR recently. That was a treat. That was awesome. The playthrough's on the channel if you want to go see that, though. It was a treat to play through. And Yeah, and the third person mode, I still haven't finished it on third person mode, but you know, just so much there, man. So much. Hmm. But yeah, and they brought back a lot of stuff, man. What? I don't think I forgot what that gun was called. It reminds me of the gravity gun, but it's not the gravity gun. I think they reward you that gun for finishing the game on professional in the original, which I never did, but I believe that's oh yeah. Hmm. Well, yeah, the mine placer or the mine thrower gun is not in this game, from what I remember. But I guess you could say it's kind of replaced with the crossbow. So sorry, so that you can use like crossbow mines or whatever. Like you can attach explosives to that. Huh. I guess so, man. Yeah, man. There's just a lot here. And of course, you know, since for you trophy hunters out there, the you'll know like from the get go, or just looking at the guide, that the game encourages you to go through the game multiple times. So I don't mind, because I'm having a blast with the game, and I kind of feel bad because there's still a lot of games that I have that I still want to record for the channel, that I want to give my thoughts on. A lot of games that I finished that I still haven't given my thoughts on for one reason or another. But there is just so much to unpack here, man. So much to go through. So much to go through. But yeah, I mean, I've said this a gazillion times, and I'll say it again. I'm so happy with the game. Honestly, for me, despite my grievances with the game, for me, it's a solid 10 out of 10. I highly recommend you go buy it. Like, don't even think about it, man. Just go for it. If you played the original, this is definitely going through. It's worth going through again. If you haven't played the original, yeah, this is it, man. I love the original with all my heart. How I finished that game so many times. I really can't tell you how many times I finished it. Can't wait for Assignment Ada and Separate Ways. Separate Ways, definitely. Assignment Ada, if that comes out, awesome. If not, then it doesn't. But yeah, the Mercenaries. I mean, I would love to see more stages added. I'd love to see Ada and Wesker added also. Yeah, that'd be awesome to see. And you know, if it's possible, add co-op to the Mercenaries. You know, that would be a blast to play through, man. I would have so much fun with that. Or like add another mode to the Mercenaries, like what you guys did with Resident Evil 5. I forgot what it was called, Chaos Mode or something. I think the amount of enemies were doubled. I'm not sure if like in as a whole, or like all the enemies existing in the game world at the same time. But I remember it was very chaotic and very fun. So that would be awesome to see. So yeah, man, like those are my thoughts. I know I left out a lot. I know there's many things that I haven't touched on, but you know, it's a treat, man. It came out at the perfect time for me. Can't wait to keep on going through the game again. I'll still be uploading videos on whether it be the Mercenaries or playthroughs or things like that. Once we close the book on Resident Evil 4 Remake, you know, we'll continue on the new season of Overwatch and other games. I still need to finish Hogwarts Legacy. Still need to, you know, do Atomic Heart, all those things. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, all in all, Resident Evil 4, get the game. Highly recommend it. And announcement. As of now, in United Arab Emirates time zone, okay, it's currently the 11th of April right now as I'm uploading this video. All right, so we have an announcement to make. Hold on. Let me get the calendar. So on the 14th of April. Oh, hold on. Should we make it 14th or 15th? Let's make it on the 15th. On the 15th of April, we're gonna announce. Actually, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm announcing a giveaway. 2 winners, who will win. 70 USD PSN gift cards in order for you to get your hands on the Resident Evil 4 remake or any other. What you can do whatever you want with it, but there will be 2 winners. All you gotta do is just like the video, share it with your friends, whatever, subscribe to the channel, and just comment your favorite memory on Resident Evil. Like whether it be, a favorite moment, whatever. Just share with us. Just comment your favorite memory of Resident Evil. And all those who comment I'll take their usernames and I'll put them in the list. And on the 15th, we said, right? The 15th, we'll do a wheel roulette, and 2 people will win $70 with us. 70. Let me emphasize on that. This gift card will be valid for the USA PSN store. Just so that we're fair on that note. Okay. So yeah, we'll have 2 winners. So make sure you like the video, share it with your friends, comment your favorite memory on Resident Evil, and that's it. You will be in the list to possibly win your copy of Resident Evil, or you can do whatever you want with it. Maybe you already have the game and you want to get an upcoming game, like Star Wars Jedi Survivor or whatever. So do whatever with it as you see fit. Sell it, burn it, do whatever you want with it. So yeah, that's the announcement. A giveaway in honor of Resident Evil 4. So we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be great. Thanks for watching the video. It's very much appreciated. All right. So take care and goodbye.